Hey, welcome back to HUD Pilot for another episode of Aviation and Money. Today's a special episode because we're going to go flying in the 210 here behind me. I've been flying with Paul before in the 210. If you haven't seen that video, click up above. Watch that. That was lots of fun. The interesting part today is Paul is thinking of selling the plane. So we're going to go take a hop around and then do the regular look and see what this plane's going to cost us. So thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's get to it.
Didsbury Airport, Centurion Foxtrot Alpha November X-rays taking runway 28 for departure to the west with a right-hand turn. Alpha November X-ray, Old Didsbury. Okay, we're going to try to do a short field takeoff.
Landing lights are on. Nav lights are on. They are. I'm confirming. Yeah.
65. Gear up.
Everything looks good. The takeoffs are nice on this plane.
At 200 feet, we're going to bring the flaps of 10.
Up the water in case of failure. We have the road here on the side. It's got
you.
good clearance.
10 degrees of flaps.
Alright, so the bad news is Paul is selling the plane, although it's a great plane for whoever picks it up. The good news is that Paul isn't leaving aviation. Paul has decided to possibly go into the experimental world. If you knew somebody who can build a plane for you. I don't know who we're going to find. I don't know a guy. Let me think. Let's think about it, alright? But Paul's, you're saying that this is too much plane, is that it? Nobody loves you anymore? No one's flying with you anymore?
I fly alone a lot, so...
That wasn't the case when you originally got it though, right?
No, I had my family fly with me, my 2 young kids would fly, we'd go up and see their grandparents. So yeah, we used it quite a bit, but as they grew up and got onto other interests...
So you're looking to downgrade to like a 2-seater type of thing?
Yeah, I like a 2-seater, a little more zip, a little more...
Yeah. So you're going to miss the fact that you can't put a camping tent in the back anymore and just keep it wide open and sleep in the plane?
Yeah, well...
There's a lot of room back there.
I know, I ended up, one time, my friend was building an RV7, and he needed a panel brought back from Montana. So I flew down there and put the seats down, brought his whole pre-built panel, fit perfectly in there.
Yeah, I was quite impressed I'm impressed in my plane that I'm able to put a camping cot and a sleeping bag in it. You carry a ladder. So that in itself is impressive to me. So you do need a ladder to get up on this thing, obviously, but as I saw you do on the walk around, you've got a nice little 2-step stool in there that carries across. So this thing can haul is always awesome.
Swapped out the prop. It used to be a 3-bladed prop,
right?
Which I found two things. It was great for climb and great for getting up quickly, but for cruise, I will probably lost 5 to 10 knots. So it's one of those switch ups. Also, I like the fact that it's a lighter nose now. So it's pilot preference, really. I mean, Some people like the sexy look of the 3-bladed prop on the ground.
I'd rather have a bit more speed.
I flew 10 years with it with 3 props, and I'm starting to like the...
Well, I'm telling you one thing. I've been up in this plane, once before? And I don't know what it is, but for some reason, it feels smoother. The sound actually sounds smoother to me.
Let's have a look at the average 210 specification. So what does $110,000 get you? Well, with almost 1,000 pounds of useful load, how about the ability to carry the kitchen sink if needed? In later years, this plane evolved into a strutless wing along with 6 seats. However, this plane does just great with 4 seats. In my personal experience with almost never having anyone in my 2-seat airplane, I feel that having 6 seats is just a little overkill for me. I'll take a bigger luggage area any day. This particular model is a 1962 210B. The plane sits at a length of just over 28 feet long, with a height of 9 feet 8 inches tall. The wings span to just under 37 feet with a nice 8 foot 8 inch wheelbase, which makes for some nice ground handling. But who cares about the ground? We're pilots. We care about the air. This is a retractable geared airplane which does help boost the speed a little. The 210, as advertised, will put out a 75% cruise of 168 miles per hour at 7,500 feet and have a never exceed speed of 198 miles per hour. This specific model as shown here also has a little something to help get you in and out of those strips with a little more efficiency. A stall kit.
The other modification this has is a Horton stall kit.
Okay.
So it has the drooping leading edge on the wings. It's got the cupped wing tips on it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it actually, that's why probably on a stock 210, we wouldn't have gotten off as quickly.
Okay.
We probably would have gone another 100 feet.
I always thought the wingtips were part of the normal part of the airplane.
The other thing that's on there is there's little, what do you call them? They've tried to close the gap between the flaps and the wing.
Okay, so they're sealed as well.
Yeah, so there's a little strip just to pull the airflow over the flaps a little better.
Okay, so we've got dual comms. What's this thing? Apollo MX-20?
MX-20. It's a multifunction display.
Okay, that's your MFD, and this is GNS 430 right here.
Yep.
That'd be good. Before you sell it, why don't you just give it to me?
Give it? All right.
I'm a nice guy. I could use that.
So there's other upgrades on here. There's still someone can do if they want, but this whole panel used to be the old mishmash panel. It's been completely modified to be a six-pack. So even though it's considered full IFR, you've also got the G5 there. I have a new G5 in here. Got the engine analyzer here. Got a fuel flow indicator, the DNS. But some of it's still like the King, Bendix King radio. Still has an old, newish. It's not the original. They had the original big thing. So this is, I don't know, 1980s.
The original transponder. Yeah. Well, in this case, this is an Apollo SL30, but it's now called Garmin SL30.
That's true. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So Garmin took, but nothing has changed. It's identical. Is this a weather?
Yeah, it's a lightning strike indicator with some of the newer ADSB transponders. This is still compliant to link to them. So if you want to have real-time lightning on your iPad, it will link to the ADSB. It'll give you the description of weather, whatever you have, whether it's American or XM. But it'll overlay the actual lightning from this guy.
Okay.
All right, so seatbelts are good, brake pressures are good, circuit breakers are still all in, lights are on. Feel good?
Feel good.
Oh, doors unlocked. Ah! All Jitsbury, Alpha November X-rays. 2 to the north of the field, 4800. We'll be crossing the field in 1 minute and a half.
12 Micro on 1 mile final, already got it. Old Didsbury traffic, Lima Delta Hotels on about a 2 mile final for 28, full stop. Old Didsbury, Lima Delta Hotel.
I'm looking for traffic.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, I see him. I have you, Alpha November X-ray. Have a good flight or landing.
You too.
All right. Good. Good height. At 82. Winds are dead on. Nice. Very nice. Sounds like a bus.
Yeah.
It's nice. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. So Paul's plane is for sale again. Paul, thanks for the flight. It was awesome. And who knows? Once you sell this one, we're going to go shopping for airplanes.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, as Paul said. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.